The defendant, John Acklin, has been convicted of 16 various counts of child sex abuse. The first one being coercive sexual conduct against a child.
Relative to that application?
If people consent, Your Honor.
Mr. Hillman, on behalf of Mr. Acklin.
My client opposes for the obvious reasons, Your Honor.
These cases are still heartbreaking for as long as I've been doing this. And for as hard as the state police, the Texas Rangers, and the Child Advocacy Center works on behalf of these children, and as courageous as these child victims, survivors have been, they affect us all.
I'm finally happy that today I'm able to seek justice for what I've been through. And I hope that he's sentenced to the rest of his life in prison, because he should never be let out to harm any other children. I'm not defined by my character is not defined by what you've done to me and everything I've been through. And I hope that you never see the light of day again. I hope that you're never going to be around any children. I hope that you just spend the rest of your life there and you're never let out, because you're a danger to children in this society. I don't have anything else I want to say.
The conduct for which you've been convicted is perhaps the most reprehensible that I've seen. Beyond the remarkably reprehensible conduct that you perpetrated against these two young victims is the remarkable strength and tenacity that each of them have as victims, coming forward years later to reveal your conduct, then being able to withstand the rigors of the criminal justice system in the United States to pursue and continue the bravery that they displayed through their testimony in court. Your statement says it didn't happen. I don't know how they can accuse me of this. I was always good to those kids. Your ability to, I guess, self-absolve of responsibility just escapes, I would think, any stretch of human nature. I don't know how you can possibly do that in the face of the testimony of these victims in great detail of every act that you perpetrated against them, that they could remember with that detail. In fact, each of them testified to conduct beyond what was in the indicted offenses through their testimony at trial. In my view, you placed those two young victims in a psychological and emotional constraint, in a sense, incarceration. I hope that through this process they each can continue what they have been doing to free themselves of that you have robbed them of a childhood, an adolescence, a young adulthood that they otherwise would have enjoyed, but for you. You preyed upon them because you could. You took advantage of the unique ability and opportunity that you had to prey upon them, and you perpetrated that again and again. I hope that the victims in this case can stand as an example to other victims everywhere, that justice can be found years later. Having watched the video of your interviews with the Texas Ranger and the special investigator who worked in tandem with our New York State Police to bring this matter to justice, I wondered, as I prepared for today, if you realized on that second day of your interview that that was your last day of freedom on this earth, because it is. Today is your day for incarceration, Mr. Acklin. You will be incarcerated in state prison for the rest of your natural life when I pronounce sentence.
I'm finally happy that today I'm able to seek justice for what I've been through. And I hope that he's sentenced to the rest of his life in prison because he should never be let out to harm any other children.